You're hearing prosecutor Dennis Siegel giving his opening statement to that Florida jury. John Carro, what about his style with his opening statement? He's telling a story to the jury. He occasionally looks down in his notes, but it's like a story unfolding. I think that's a pretty good style to give an opening statement.
Right, that's what you want to do. You want to lay your ground map, but you want to do it in a story fashion to get the jurors' attention and just follow a logical course. And of course, what you're doing in there, without explicitly saying, you're planting seeds. So here he's planting the seeds about the defendant's lack of remorse, his first being uncooperative, not delusional or insane, just being uncooperative, and then after a while being cooperative and giving the right responses. So while he's telling his story, he's not saying, and this points to, that's for a summation, but he's laying the groundwork for their proof that this gentleman was not insane at the time.
You're right. He's giving his version of the facts, and I was taking some notes. At first, as you said, according to the prosecutor, Freddie Clark was uncooperative, wouldn't say anything, but then gave the baby's name, the baby's date of birth, the mother's name, that the mother worked, that the car belonged to the mother. He started giving very coherent facts. It's gonna be tough for the defense to show that he was insane at this particular, say, 30-40 minute segment, and then snapped out of it when he got to the police station and started recounting name, date of birth, car ownership, and so forth.
That's the problem. When you don't have a pattern, for instance, all day long he was just totally out of character, and after the event you're having him with the police being incoherent, being something that fits in with what the doctors are going to say about a delusional or paranoid or schizophrenic person. You don't have that sort of before and after the event. So is it really going to be believable that it only occurred during the short period of time when the event occurred? That does create a lot of problems here.
John, before we go back into the prosecutor's opening statement, how far is it going to fly, the argument that there's no proof he put the baby in the water? Do you think that with two eyewitnesses, that defense will detract from the insanity defense? I mean, maybe they've got a good shot at showing some type of mental defect or delusion at the time of the incident, but then to dilute that argument with, well, he really didn't do it, when you've got two eyewitnesses that saw him. Do you think that's bad trial strategy, or is it basically a kitchen sink argument?
Well, I think right now it's a kitchen sink argument. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to somehow attack the credibility, or not the credibility, but what it is that the witnesses saw, the accuracy of what they saw. Because if you have a situation just where the person went into the water and the guy wound up on the other side and didn't know what happened, that's nothing. But if you can't shake the witness's statement that we saw him affirmatively pushing the baby down, I think you have a lot of trouble here.